The Denon DJ Prime units are some of the most powerful pieces of DJ equipment, but along with that come a lot of settings and functions. Here are 5 tips that I think all Denon users need to know about when getting started with their equipment. Most of you are going to want your logo on the center display of your Denon DJ product. Now this isn't available if you have the Denon DJ Prime Go, so skip straight to tip 2 if you own a Prime Go, but for everyone else, to get your logo on the center display, it is super simple. You'll need to go plug your USB stick into your computer. Make sure you have your logo available. I've done it in a square format like this. Just remember it's a circle on top of the unit, so make sure your logo sort of sits within that circle. And then all you have to do is title it logo. It needs to be a .png file. I don't think a .jpeg, .jpg file will work, so it needs to be a .png file. There are loads of services online to convert normal images to PNG files, which you can see here on Google. Just type in convert to PNG online. And then all you need to do is drag that logo into the engine library folder on your USB device. And you can see it's in there. And it's as simple as that. It has to be titled logo.png, and then the hardware will automatically add it to the center display, just like this. On the Denon DJ Prime 2, Prime 4 and Prime Go, you can change the view of the display. Your waveform view can either be horizontal or it can be vertical. It's a bit hidden though as to how to change this setting. So simply hold Shift on your unit and then press View, and it will toggle between vertical and horizontal view. It's totally down to personal preference. On vertical view you can see the crate or the playlist that you're within at that time, as well as the waveforms, but in horizontal view you get them stacked on top of each other if you prefer it that way. One of the features very tucked away on things like the Prime Go, Prime 2 and Prime 4 is the swipe down menu. The top of the screen, all you need to do is pull downwards and you have a few quick options that you can access here from various settings. So on the Prime Go, for example, there may be more than on the Prime 2 or Prime 4. However, quantize is one of the main ones. If you want to turn quantize on or off, you can do it from this menu, and that just means quantize is on. No matter how fast I press a hotkey, for example, it will lock it to the grid. With quantize off, it will respond to the way that I tap. And these quantize values can be changed in the settings by holding menu, going to preferences and scrolling down to the Q loop quantization, which at the moment is on 1 beat, which is fine for me. Also in there we have things like continuous play, quick access to being able to record your sets, the stop time, which is great if you want to change how long it takes for the track to stop when it's paused. We have the crossfader contour, which is how sharp the crossfader curve is. On the Prime 2 and Prime 4, there may be the crossfader contour on the front of the unit, but it's tucked away here in the Prime Go, so well worth knowing about. Plus preview volume and whether you want to enable the effects right here on the Prime Go. But just know that that swipe down menu is there and it's tucked away. So that's how you access some of those quick features. There are different loop settings to be aware of in the Denon Engine OS that's built into these pieces of equipment. First of all, to access these preferences, we hold the View button to go to Menu, and then go to Preferences, and you can just scroll down to where it says Cues and Loops. Now under here there are 2 options that I want to highlight. The default loop size, at the moment it's set to 4, so whenever you load a new track into either deck, it will automatically put it back to 4 beats in length, your automatic loop encoder. I think that's quite short. A lot of the time if I want to set a loop, I'd rather have it bigger, and then I've got the option to make it smaller as standard. So I'm going to set this to 16 beats rather than 4 beats. And the other thing is smart loops. So I'm going to turn that on. This acts independently to quantize. Quantize will lock an in and an out point to the grid of the song. But if you don't want quantize active, because you want to do things like finger drumming, so you want to be able to play the hotkeys as fast as you possibly can, and quantize not change how that responds, then by having smart loops on, when a track is playing, we can press the manual in and out, and even though it doesn't lock it onto the grid, it still keeps it to the nearest beat length. So you can see it's done it to 4 beats in length. click it in to deactivate. If you do want it to lock to the grid, you will need to have quantize on, and then it will keep it to the grid marker. But that's a really nice feature to have on if you are doing any manual looping using the in and the out loops. And just to show you, we've got it here on 4 beats in length. If I change this loop value, say to 2 beats in length, but go back and load another song in, as standard, it then goes to 16 beats. That was our preference that we had here, the default loop size, and I've set that to 16. So every time I load a track, I know that if I'm going to hit loop straight away for any reason, it will be 16 beats in length. As DJs, we play lots of different styles of music, and some styles of music lend their hand to one EQ type setting over others. So we're going to show you how to switch from isolator EQ to normal EQ, and that's a -26 dB EQ. If you want to find out more about the differences between these two EQs and maybe when one suits one style of music over the other, we have a dedicated video all about that where you can click the link. But how to access those settings? Just hold the menu view button to go into the menu, go to utility, and then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see EQ type, and we've got isolate or norm. Norm will be -26 dB, and isolate is a total kill. So on isolator, if we've got a track playing, if I bring all the EQs down, you won't hear anything. If I switch it to norm, you might hear it coming through because it's not totally killing each channel. I've left mine on isolator for now. I would recommend if you mix a lot of electronic music, things that have been produced for the dance floor and clubs like dance music, house music, drum and bass even, isolator may be a better setting for you. But if you're mixing a lot of popular music, radio style music, hip hop, R&B, that kind of stuff, I'd put it on normal. To find out why the difference is between the two and why I would choose one over the other, then like I said, click the link to find out more in a separate video. So no matter what level you're at, I hope at least one of these 5 tips have proven useful to you. If they have, please comment below which is your favorite or which one you didn't know before watching this video. If you want to learn some more tips and tricks like this and have a peek inside our beginner DJ course for Denon DJ Prime units, then just click the link to sign up for a free DJ lesson from inside that course. We've got loads of tutorials inside the course teaching you how to do things like beat matching, music theory, how to mix seamlessly using your EQs and filters, and much more. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff to help us keep making more videos just like this one. I'll see you in another tip very soon.